John Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And giving us the rundown from the sideline, David Aldridge. Boy, do we have a heavyweight matchup for you tonight. Two of the best teams, Clark, in the NBA going at it.
The fans can't wait, and neither can we, Kevin, especially when you consider the star power both of these teams have. I mean, you can just feel the energy and excitement in this arena. It's palpable. Let's get it on. Nice court awareness and feel on the floor there from Duncan. Set the screen and then found space to execute the roll.
Now here is Davis. In the game against Seattle, he was very impressive. Here's the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Hornets need to get a shot off here.
Yeah, you know, he knows this play every which way. McGlure is right where he should be on both ends of the action.
Looking at the last game for San Antonio, it was a win against the Wizards. Duncan with a screen on Davis. Parker outside. The offensive rebound. And Duncan gets it to go in.
And that's how you finish off a possession.
And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the New Orleans Hornets. They're getting their first look at the season at San Antonio in this one.
Yeah, and they got the better of this matchup both times they faced off last season. Do they still have their number?
Well, the sample size wasn't that big. I mean, 2 games, not a lot to go on. But they are 2 teams at the top of the pile in each of their conferences, and because of that, I expect it to be competitive.
So it's the Spurs now. The Hornets making the shot. No good from Duncan.
He will not be happy with himself. Got a good look from mid-range there.
Davis looking for an opening. Teardrop shot. Duncan grabs the rebound. For San Antonio, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today, and they call an illegal screen here.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Now here is Carter. Right now he averages nearly 23 points a game, a relentless offensive force. Nails the 16-footer.
Oh, I like that. Good read by BC. An elite, big-time scorer with versatility.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin. Well, I had a chance to talk with the Spurs head coach. We talked about Vince Carter and how difficult a cover he can be. He said he's one of the toughest guys to guard in the league. His combination of athleticism and scoring is incredible. I told our guys we must force him into taking difficult, contested shots. Let's see if they can accomplish that. Back over to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Here's Jackson. The Hornets making the shot. They get a hand on it. Davis with it. He's picked up by Parker. Good on the bucket. And it's 8 points for Vince Carter.
The defense has to crowd Carter. Even as the pass is coming his way, you can't let him have any space.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
We get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You look at San Antonio, they're holding on to second spot in the conference. A great season for them so far.
And you know, for the Spurs, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
Here's Bowen. 9 points last game out. Clock at 6 to end the cold streak. And Parker with the basket on the assist from Duncan.
You can see the unselfishness of Tim Duncan with plays like this. He's got excellent vision for a big guy.
Davis kicks to Carter. And it's out of bounds. The Hornets able to retain possession here. Spurs on defense. 4-point game. Shot clock at 6. Kirilenko the pass to McGlure, and he makes good on the layup. McGlure's got his second bucket.
At 6'11", McGlure is a big target inside, which is why his teammates get him the ball in there.
On the wing, Jackson, defended by Carter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Now that we're approaching the midway part of the season, Clark, what advice would you have for teams that haven't gotten off to a great start so far?
Well, recognize that, one, the season still has a long way to go, so you can get things changed if you stay the course. I think the most important thing is staying together as a unit, as a team, and keeping that chemistry tight. As long as that's happening and you're healthy, you've got a chance to improve.
And I love the passion that Jackson plays with. Never bashful when it comes to pulling the trigger, and an outstanding two-way player.
He hits the second from the line. And it's the Hornets with the ball, leading by 5. Carter outside. Over Jackson. Rebounded by the Spurs. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
They shot the lights out from deep. Really stretched out the defense in that one.
There's all kind of talk in the game today about stretching the floor, because when you do that, everything else just becomes a little easier.
Back to Carter. And Vince Carter with the slam.
And that's what Carter does best, knifing his way inside so he can finish with the easy slam.
And here is Parker. A 14-point game for him in the win against Washington. And it's Kirilenko with the rebound.
Relatively open from mid-range. You'd like to see that one go down.
Pass to Carter. Pulls from the top of the key. It's rebounded by David Robinson.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Robinson sets a screen for Jackson. Can't get it to fall.
He'll miss some of these from time to time, especially when he feels some pressure on the way up.
Carter looking around. Going inside. It's good. Carter's got 12.
And so tenacious on the attack. I love seeing Carter go all the way on that one.
Pass to Duncan. The Hornets pull it in.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
Absolutely, especially on the road when you need those guys off the bench to up the ante.
Now here is Carter. 20 points for him last game against Seattle.
And it was an unselfish night for him as well. He got plenty of assists to go along with all those points. And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And that one's good. Parker.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Davis, the pass to Carter. And that one drops for him. He's got 14.
Yeah, watching Carter find his rhythm. Very impressive, an efficient scorer who can hurt you in a lot of ways.
Duncan with a screen on Carter. Jackson passes to Parker. Down low. Inside. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Rose, he's checked in for Robinson. Smith comes in for Bowen. Manu Ginobili, he's checked in for Steven Jackson. And Steve Kerr is subbed in for Parker. Now here's Davis. Still yet to score. And the foul on Rose. That is his first foul of the game. Stewart's checked in for New Orleans. Davis comes in for Andre Kirilenko. To the middle. It's tipped. To the inside. Now Davis. He picked up 12 points in their last win against the Supersonics in Seattle. Carter against Smith. That one goes in. Carter's got 16.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
Now, here's Kerr. 8 points his last outing. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
It's Vince Carter on the wing, covered by Smith. Carter kicks to Davis. 5 to shoot. The 3 connects from three-point range. And the Hornets lead by 13.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Now here's Rose. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Washington.
And he also looked to attack at the defensive end of the floor. 3 steals in that game.
Davis finds Carter. Baseline jumper. And it's New Orleans scoring again.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Here is Rose, following the score by Vince Carter. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got 3 assists in the game.
Started.
And a look at how the hustle game has been going for New Orleans.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
And, you know, another thing that's been working for them tonight, scoring off turnovers, points off miscues. They've been converting any mistakes at the other end.
Some changes for New Orleans. Bullard, he's checked in for McGlure. Lynch comes in for Carter. And Hunter subbed in for Baron Davis. Spurs trail by 17. Parker looking around. Ginobili finds Rose. Hunter against Parker. Over Hunter. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Davis against Ginobili. And Davis can't get it to go. And so it's Ginobili bringing it up now for the Spurs. Trailing by 17. Smith the pass to Ginobili. Here's Parker. Again, the miss by the Spurs. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Lynch's shot is off. Spurs shooting a pretty distressing 27% here in the early minutes. Smith kicks to Parker. Pass to Ginobili. Parker outside. Floats it up to Rose. The 3 from Davis. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's New Orleans out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. Back to the action in just a minute. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And the Hornets have been rolling right along, haven't they?
They came in on a mission, razor-sharp offense in that first period.
Yeah, I agree. That was a flawless offensive performance so far. I mean, the shots have been falling. They're making good decisions. That's a nice recipe there.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Ricky Davis, shooting one.
Shooting one.
On the free throw, no good. And Greg, you ask anyone, this upcoming draft has a chance to be one of the best ever. We all know about LeBron James, but in your mind, who else should we look out for?
Well, the scouts rave about the 7-foot Serbian, Darko Milicic. Foreign players don't often have the same cachet, but his combo of size and skill is very intriguing.
Now here's Davis. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game.
Nice jumper there, flashing how dangerous he can be shooting the ball.
And for the Spurs, they're shooting a terrible 27% from the floor. Boy, an off night for them, to say the least.
New Orleans foul. Marco Stewart. First personal foul. First team foul. Into the lineup for San Antonio. Number 35. Danny Ferry.
And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Smith, the pass to Rose. And here is Parker. Just 4 to shoot. And it's Lynch with the rebound. The Hornets leading by 21. Lynch, a screen on Parker. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Hunter's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
Pass to Stewart. Outside, Davis. Back to Stewart. Stolen by Rose. Floats it up for Rose. He can't get that one to fall.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
And he gets the bucket.
Point-blank range, that's what you want.
The Spurs have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Parker inside, working on Hunter. Parker's shot is off. Davis with it, picked up by Ginobili. Lynch's shot is good.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
Now here's Parker. He has 7. Ginobili the pass to Rose. Over Stewart. Rose can't hit.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
New Orleans moving it around. On the wing, Davis. He's covered by Ginobili. 6 on the shot clock. Ginobili with the steal. And Parker with a clear path to the hoop. Ferry passes to Smith. Parker outside. The kick out to Rose. Pass to Ginobili. Just 5 on the clock. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. It's good. Rose has got his first points of the night.
If you get the ball that close, you kind of have to finish it.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. Duncan, he's checked in for the Spurs. Kerr comes in for Smith. Lynch against Ginobili. Pass to Carter. over Kerr. And it's Carter missing. And so it's Parker with it. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. They've got the Hawks ahead of them in their next game, and it's in Atlanta. That sets in motion a 4-game road trip for them. Davis kicks to Carter. Now here is Kirilenko. Nothing on the board. 6 to shoot. Here's Davis. Duncan grabs the rebound. Duncan's got rebound number 5 here tonight. At the elbow, it's Rose. To the paint. The 10-footer. No good from Duncan.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
For San Antonio, they've gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. Kerr outside. Sent back by Carter.
Oh, my word. You can't play much tougher interior defense than that. And how about the timing from Duncan on the glass, getting there to collect that offensive rebound and the putback.
Now here is Carter. He's got 20. Finished off by Carter.
And this is why he's called Vinsanity. Some of Carter's throwdowns are downright vicious.
Duncan with the screen for Parker. And it's off from 3-point range. And it's the Hornets with the ball. They're on a 16-6 run. Here's Carter. And that one drops. Carter's got 24 points.
Hey, nobody on this floor, or any floor for that matter, is out-leaping Vince. So that really allows Carter down low to do his thing.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
And now, your
A different look now for San Antonio. Robinson's checked in for Rose. Bowen comes in for Manu Ginobili. And it's Jackson in for Kerr. And then for New Orleans, Jamal McGlure coming in for Lynch. Davis is subbed in for Davis. Here's Parker. He has 7. Outside Robinson. Pass to Jackson. Just 5 to shoot. Tries the spin move. San Antonio again missing. New Orleans has gotten both of their 3-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Kirilenko kicks to Davis. With his first shot attempt and misses it off the right side of the rim. San Antonio's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Parker outside, and the officials call him for a 3-second violation. And something we've seen the last couple years, more and more overseas players, Greg, making their mark in the NBA.
Yeah, Dirk led the way a few years back, and having a big star like Yao Ming come into the league, the NBA might explode in overseas talent.
Kerr's checked in for the Spurs. Basket counts.
Boy, these guys are cooking, and we're seeing it right now on a hot streak.
Davis against Kerr. Pass to Duncan. That's good. And so Kerr with the assist. Duncan's got 4 this quarter.
And you know, Duncan is an incredible talent. He's a menace on the block. Exceptional at scoring deep inside.
Now Carter. There's a screen. It's stolen by Duncan. Kerr outside. Pass to Duncan. Here's Bowen. Now here's Jackson. Duncan inside. Doesn't go that time.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Here's Carter. Lays it up and banks it in. Carter's got 28.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Now here's Jackson. He's coming off a 13-point game against Washington. Duncan with a screen on Carter. Jackson passes to Duncan. It's rebounded by New Orleans. McGlore's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here is Carter, and he has 28 points for the game. Offensive rebound. Out to Kirilenko. Carter against Jackson. Carter right side. Another shot, and yes, it's good. Carter's got 10 points in the quarter.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Kirilenko, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
It's on Bruce Bowen.
Second team foul.
The Hornets have gone 0 for 1 at the line. This is their second trip to the line tonight.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
Guys, we haven't seen the type of numbers out of them at the line that we'd come to expect, especially after last season.
Free throw good, Kirilenko.
What a player. His attitude and confidence, infectious.
And both free throws good for Kirilenko. San Antonio's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Robinson sets a screen for Jackson. Clock at 6. Down low. Here's Robinson. The Hornets pull it in. 1:57 left to play in the first half. Pass to Davis. Jackson against Carter. Carter. There's a good screen. Davis dishes to Carter. Over Jackson. And it's Carter missing. And for the Spurs, they're shooting just 26% out there. A terrible showing from an offense capable of much better. Kerr's shot is good.
Nice job finishing inside. Kerr proving he's more than just a jump shooter.
New Orleans has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Carter outside. And the layup's good off the glass. Carter's got 32 points.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Now here's Jackson. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Carter against Jackson. Carter right side. Robinson with the block.
And clearing the deck, the Admiral. His length and reaction time, so impressive.
Pass to Duncan. Spurs passing it around. Now here's Jackson. Shoots it up. Offensive rebound. Sinks that one from the post. Duncan's got 6 here in this quarter.
That's why you go after every rebound. You might just get yourself a bucket in the process.
And you can learn a lot about rebounding by watching this guy. Look at the fundamentals there on the box out.
And so it's New Orleans, up by 33 points as the buzzer sounds. A huge lead for them. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Look at Vince Carter in this game. I mean, he's been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Here's McGlure. Not going to go that time. Some solid defense from Robinson. To the middle. Stolen by Carter. Inside. Here's Kirilenko. The rebound by the Spurs. Duncan's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Parker with it. Duncan with the screen for Parker. Duncan high post. Just 5 on the clock. The shot from the low post is good. Duncan's got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for San Antonio. And here's Davis for 3. Here's Bowen, guarded by Kirilenko. Good on the shot. Bowen's got his first points in this one.
And Bowen is selective when it comes to shooting, but they're showing some assertiveness inside.
Pass to Carter. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Carter's got 34 points.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Priority and goal number 1 has to be tightening up the defense. They can't afford to give him open looks.
Now here's Parker. He's got 7. Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and the shot goes down. Parker's got 9.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
Carter with the bucket.
And, you know, things can get hectic in the paint, so you got to be able to stay calm.
Parker passes to Duncan. Jackson deciding where to go with it. Parker with it. Picked up by Davis.
Hey, yo, Jackson.
Bowen the pass to Robinson. Over McGlure. Tries again, and Duncan lays it in. Duncan's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Hey, it may not make the highlight reel, but all Tim Duncan does is score points, and he makes your team a ton better.
Here's Carter. Lays it up off the glass.
And that's his MO. Sometimes he can score more points by himself than the rest of the team.
Parker kicks to Robinson. On the wing, Jackson. Duncan with a screen on Carter. Jackson finds Duncan, and it's good. 2 points. 16 points for Tim Duncan.
What a great job keeping his head on a swivel and finding his teammate.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Parker.
Hornets ball.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east. Already we are in December. Look at New Orleans. They've been in peak form as we've watched them play some tremendous basketball with an eye toward the postseason.
And you know, for the Hornets, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
Now here's Parker. Vince Carter missing his last shot, and he makes that one.
And that's just unfair. He can get away from anybody with a handle like that.
Davis kicks to Carter. Over Jackson. And it's Carter missing. Spurs have gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. Got a piece of it. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession.
And this has been a comedy of errors. I mean, you can just add another one to the list.
And the Hornets with possession here. Shoots from the line. David Robinson with the rebound. Robinson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Robinson sets a screen for Parker. To the inside. Here's Duncan. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Davis, the pass to Carter. And again, the Hornets missing. And so it's Parker with it. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Now, here is Robinson. He has yet to score. Jackson has the open look. That 3 off the mark. The Hornets have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Parker against Davis. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Parker outside. Pass to Duncan. Second chance shot, and that's 2 points on the layup. Duncan's got 18 points.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Now here is Carter. He has 38 in the game. Back to Davis. Carter on the wing. 4 on the shot clock. Over Jackson. And it's Carter missing. For San Antonio, they've gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. Jackson kicks to Parker. From the arc. They get the rebound. Duncan. And he drops it in from the low post. Duncan's got 10 points in the quarter.
When the shot goes up, he is not a guy you want to lose track of. Boy, that's a nice play right there.
And the Hornets call time here.
Get loud for your San Antonio Monsters.
A different look now for San Antonio. Rose, he's checked in for Robinson. Smith comes in for Bowen. And it's Ginobili in for Jackson. The Hornets also with a sub. Davis is checked in. Outside, Davis deflects the pass. Out of bounds. Hornets ball as New Orleans keeps possession.
New Orleans ball.
Here is Davis. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. 5 to shoot. They need this one. And that one, good. Davis has got 6.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Smith outside.
Ginobili.
Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Here's Duncan. Knocked away.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now here's Davis. He has been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. They set the pick. Here's Kirilenko. And a miss there on the triple. Spurs have gone 8 of 14 on their shot attempts here in the third. Some pretty nice work. Smith outside. Pass to Rose. Ginobili outside. Parker outside. He takes it in. That one misses. Davis with some nice deep. New Orleans gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And here is Davis. He's got 6. Davis in the corner. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. A challenging stretch for San Antonio here. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
The Spurs making a switch here. Kerr's checked in. Pass to Stewart. Outside, Davis. They set the screen. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Davis has got 8 points.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen. Well, for New Orleans, shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. Now, here is Davis. 8 points for him. There's the three. And Kerr pulls it down. Spurs shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. Pass to Ginobili. There's the pick. To the paint.
2 minutes remaining.
Davis against Ginobili. It's hauled in by Ginobili. And so it's Ginobili bringing it up now for the Spurs.
Don't leave the window open.
Trying to end the drought. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Outside, Davis. 1:29 left to play in the third. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Get the ball in close. Get your points that way. That's doing good business.
Ginobili kicks to Rose. Pass to Kerr. Fires the three. And the three ball is good. Kerr's got his second basket of the night.
This is exactly what Steve Kerr provides your team. Quality three-point shooting.
To the wing right side. Davis up top. He's covered by Ginobili. Outside, Davis. Over Ginobili. That doesn't go either for Davis.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Smith kicks to Rose. Outside, Ginobili. The Hornets pull it in. Lynch has got his fourth rebound in this one. Outside, Davis. Off target from three-point range. Ginobili looking around. And he banks in the layup. And so it's New Orleans, finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Now, Parker. In terms of the future of the NBA, Clark, who's the face of the league? Is it Tim Duncan, winning MVP last season?
And I tell you what, the face of the league is an interesting debate to have. You could argue it could be Kobe. You talk about production, championship level performance, and charisma. Kobe certainly looks the part. Three-time defending champ already. Shaq was finals MVP. He's got a huge personality to match his huge game. I'd even throw in a high schooler, LeBron James. He brings some of those same elements that I highlighted in those other two guys. So Tim Duncan, production, performance, may lack the personality of the others.
Now here's Davis, and they double up Davis. Knocked loose. Parker with the steal. Kerr with it, picked up by Davis. To the middle. It's stolen by Carter. Pass to Lynch. Now Hunter. 6 to shoot. Here is Lynch for the 3. Rebound by Parker. Carter against Ginobili. Parker kicks to Smith. Pass to Kerr. Hits the three-point bomb.
How quickly Kerr gets his shot off. An efficient shooter off the pass, and you can't afford to give him any room to shoot it.
The Hornets call time. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Pass to Hunter. Back to Davis. The shot by Carter. Nobody around. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Carter's got 41. Parker against Hunter. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Offensively, he's carrying his weight, doing his part. Maybe they should get the ball to him a little bit more.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Hornets.
As soon as you turn it over on them, they're off to the races. They have been absolutely relentless in the open floor.
The shooting's been great, but also how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
Now, here's Stewart.
Carter on the threes.
Carter on the wing, defended by Kerr. It's stolen by Duncan. On the wing, Duncan. And easy 2 points on the layup. Duncan's got 12 points here in the second half.
And you can tell Kerr has a good sense for the floor, which helps him find a ready shooter to deliver the ball to.
Now, here's Stewart. On the wing, Davis, covered by Parker. Shot clock at 5. Here's Davis. And the rebound goes to Duncan. Duncan's got his 16th rebound on the night. Parker outside. Pass to Rose. And here's Kerr. Now here's Duncan. He's guarded by Davis. Outside Rose. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Ginobili can't hit. New Orleans leading by 17. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Davis looking for an opening. Over Parker. And it's Davis missing.
Look, it's real simple. It's a make or miss league, and he just missed it.
Carter against Kerr. Pass to Parker. Now here's Duncan. Got it! Duncan down low.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Carter on the wing. Over Kerr. And again, the Hornets missing. Here's San Antonio now. They're on a 12-3 run. Pass to Parker. Driving in. Ginobili on the wing. Lynch defending. And another basket for San Antonio.
Showing nice feel for the mid-range. He can take advantage of that spot on the floor.
Here's McGlure. Covered by Duncan. Carter inside the three-point line. Here's Lynch. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. And the Hornets lead by 15.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Well, you know, that's the way it's going to be for them today, fellas. Can't sustain any momentum.
And the foul on Rose. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. A different look now for San Antonio. Bowen comes in for Manu Ginobili. And it's Jackson in for Kerr. New Orleans leading by 15. Davis, the pass to Carter. Banked in off the glass. Carter's got 43 points.
Hey, when you go in there, you better finish strong, and he did.
Parker passes to Duncan. Here's Jackson. Duncan outside. Duncan powers through the contact to score.
Too easy there for Duncan. I mean, he's got such balance and a high skill level, able to play through contact effortlessly.
Davis kicks to Carter.
Hey, right here.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
A focal point of this offense, Carter knows exactly how to find ways to get himself to the line.
Vince Carter at the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him.
When you think Vince Carter, dunking is probably the first thing that comes up, but Vince is also someone who can be a first option. Tremendously talented.
Robinson's checked in for Rose. Carter hits them both. Here's Parker. Pass to Duncan. Hook shot. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got his 5th assist in this one. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Hornets. The lead is 15. Here's Carter. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Jackson.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without foul.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. That one is no good.
Coaches love to see guys get to the line, drawing fouls. It shows he's playing the game with some aggression and passion, too.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
That one is off.
A big highlight of Bowen's game is his defense, but I think that really speaks to his commitment and effort in general. I mean, this is a very smart basketball player.
And he sinks the second. Here's Davis. Pass to Carter. Over Jackson. Here's McGloire. Robinson with the block.
Strong D, defending the lane with authority and not fouling.
Carter left side. Over Bowen. No luck. They battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down. Spurs trailed by 15. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for your Spurs, Steven Jackson. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And so he hits both. The Hornets leading by 13. Now here is Carter, down low. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
He's the defensive anchor for this team. Duncan excels at reading shooters and then altering their shots and not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him. Look, when you play as a team, good things tend to happen for you.
Outside Jackson. Robinson a screen on Carter. Outside for Robinson. Duncan outside. Shot clock at 6. Here's Jackson, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Look, you want to get that ball inside because anytime you do, the odds of getting to the free throw line go up.
Steven Jackson taking 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And so Jackson nails both of them. And it's Davis with the ball for New Orleans. It's a 13-point game. Carter outside. 5 on the clock. Over Jackson. Outside Davis. And did the 3. San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. And that's in there!
I mean, that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
The Hornets call time.
Get loud for your San Antonio dancers.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear New Orleans' coach going over their plan during the break. He told them pedal to the metal, adding, we're ahead out here, but it's not over yet. Don't start celebrating in your head when there's work to be done on the floor. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, David. Now here is Davis. Carter outside. Oh, what a move! Duncan with the rebound.
Rough start for him for sure. He needs to make a shot just to gain some confidence.
Parker outside. That one drops.
Boy, he sure can fill it up. You got to stay in his jersey.
First personal foul, 5th team foul. At the line for your Spurs, Tony Parker, shooting 1.
Free throw no good for Parker. Hornets leading by 9. Carter outside. Outside Davis. And good there.
might miss.
At the line for the Hornets, at the line for the
Find the lanes. Find the lanes. One shot.
And that one misses.
Certainly not his strength, but McGlure, to his credit, doing the best he can from the line.
Duncan against Karolinko. Here's Parker. Duncan left side, and Karolinko sends it back.
Tracking that ball all the way. Strong defense at the rim.
Carter outside. He got it again. Sensational.
And what a night. Arguably the best in franchise history.
Tying the franchise mark for most points in a game. The next basket breaks it. Duncan.
Yeah, Duncan having a little fun toying with the defense there. Got him to bite on the pump fake.
At the line for two, Tim Duncan.
Two.
That free throw, no good.
You know, you got to really appreciate and respect how steadfast Duncan is. I mean, he's always under control and composed, keeps his team focused on the task at hand, and that's extremely valuable.
And he's good on the second.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for New Orleans.
The coaching staff must be happy that they controlled their turnovers so well in this game.
Excellent self-control and patience tonight.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a two-game season series. I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Vince Carter.
Offensively, he was dialed in all night long. Scoring at will, it seemed, made the game look easy.
At the line for your Spurs, Malik Rose. 2 shots.
Two.
No good on that one. Good on the second free throw. Davis with it. Now Hunter. And another turnover here by New Orleans. Greg, nothing short of some once-in-a-lifetime plays are going to save them now.
Yeah, the door is just about to close on this one. But hey, never say never.
Cleared away by Stewart. see New Orleans taking the W here. And